honestly, it's one of those things as a coach that you kind of want to temper your expectations sometimes. But I'm not going to be shy about how excited I am about this year. We have so much returning, not only talent but experience in terms of just leadership and been through the fire. We played a really tough schedule last year and kind of got our eyes opened, but we hung with everybody, and we know we can compete at that national top type level. And now it's just a matter of owning every day and being consistent. But the talent, the experience, and the attitude's there. So I'm really, really excited going into the year. Obviously, to be in San Antonio, which is an attractive city for to bring your team down kind of early season. It can be hard to find matches during the season sometimes because we're so far south. But preseason, it's really easy for me to go out to the country and say, "Hey, bring your team to San Antonio." And so we've been able to bring some really, really good teams down here. We've got several national qualifiers and top 25 teams coming in for those last 2 weekends in August. And for us, we're going to play a lot of matches early on with the Montana trip coming up to start the season, and then the 2 hosted weekends. We're going to play 12 matches over 3 weekends, so we're going to find out who we are really fast. Yeah, it's kind of the same story. It's us and Xavier with Texarkana right there, really coming on strong, and then some others that have been vastly improved over the last few years. That if you don't go in fully focused, they can bite you. So obviously it's we've butted heads with our friendly rivals in New Orleans for the last 3 years, and we've gotten the regular season every year, and they've gotten the tournament every year, and we both want it all. So, but I know we're hungry, and I know we're preparing for it, and we're really excited, especially now that we'll be hosting conference this year, so they'll have to do it on our court, and we're going to defend our home territory for sure. I mean, it's one of those that it feels like it's flown in some ways with the 3 of them, but it also feels like they've been here forever, and I mean that in a really good way on both sides of that. Obviously, all 3 of them have been heavy contributors their whole time here, and to have that, we really haven't had that. In my time here, we've had 1, maybe 2. Or 3 that played different roles here and there, but to have 3 that have been on the floor basically since freshman year is a really different thing, and it's one of the reasons for my optimism is having that level of experience on the floor that when things aren't going particularly well, they know how to pick it up. They've been through this before, and obviously they've put in the work to earn it. Yeah, I mean, to have that in my junior class is pretty spectacular. You look at all of the all conference type performers that we've had that are coming back this year. I know Mia and Dorsey and Lauren both kind of got on the edge of All-American last year, and their leadership as well. You obviously look to your seniors, but they've been on the floor since day one as well, and have played really significant roles. So you look all over our court, and that's there's a lot there to like, and and it's not just the talent and whatnot. They're all fun kids to watch play. Because they do it the right way. They care about each other. They play with emotion and passion, and it's just a really fun group to watch. Yeah, it's interesting. We're in a different boat that that probably 2 out of the 3 aren't true freshmen. Obviously, Michaela Perez, one of ours, will probably start at one of our middle positions. And she'll be a sophomore, but she was out all season last year with injury, so we're really excited. She's chomping at the bit to get on the floor after having to sit out her freshman year with that bad injury. But she's almost 100%, and she's looking good and excited to go. We had Carly Dossett, our first kind of early enrollee. We refer to her as our freshmore because she came in the spring, and she'll be a setter for us as well. And her coming in the spring is a big key, especially at the setter position, to be building those connections. So she's not coming in, with no experience at all. But she'll be a significant contributor this year as well. And then the true freshman that you'll probably see a lot of is Anais Velasquez, and she's a local kid from Johnson here who, traditionally through high school and club had played mostly on the right side. But the way we run our middle systems, her style of play and her swing type really lend itself to our style of middle offense. So you'll probably see her in the middle quite a bit too, and she's an exciting player that's fun to watch with that kind of big, bubbly personality as well that, you know, attracts fans to watch us play. I mean, when it comes down to it, you know, we always kind of make the flippant joke that, you know, batting a heavy balloon over a net better than six people we don't know isn't that important in the grand scheme of life, but it is. But it does bring out wonderful things in us, and it builds character and life lessons and memories and things like that. But obviously, this is college volleyball, okay? And they're here to get an education, and we've never lost sight of that. And you know, over the past few years, you've seen our GPA creep steadily and steadily and steadily, and it speaks to the culture these ladies have built. You know, you're the weird kid if you're not getting it done in the classroom. So there is such a thing as positive peer pressure and influence, and you know, it's just part of who we are. And to see the recognition that we got this year, I mean, top 10 in the country, top 11, I think was the actual top 11 in the country. Even though they didn't tell us the order, I really want to know what that order was, but top 11 in the country in GPA with a 3.4 to 3.6, depending on how you calculate it, because there's different ways of calculating the GPAs. But we're where we want to be. But yeah, we're always hungry for more. So some individuals that are kind of below that team average are hungry to get it back to get up to it. And you know, it's just, again, it's not really anything that we don't do a ton of extra study halls. Yes, we have them, but it's just an accountability and a culture thing within our program. And I think that's what works best, you know, when we don't have to handhold. It's just, hey, we're asking how you're doing, we're checking up, and the resources are there, and we're providing you resources. And again, that positive peer pressure, where when you're surrounded by high achievers that do it the right way, you kind of just just benefit from that. You know, obviously she's an All-American player here, and one of the best that's ever done it at OLLU. So, you know, having her as that voice that's been there, you know, that's been on the court and been in huge matches and performed under pressure, and it's such a valuable thing. I mean, I can talk till I'm blue in the face, but I'm a 45-year-old dude that hasn't played in years and whatnot. So, you know, a lot of times her words in the moment mean more than mine, and I love that. And she's also a really big reason for the GPA side of things, because she takes on a lot of the tracking roles and the behind the scenes stuff that keeps people in line with all of the stuff off the court that has to happen, because it's a lot that goes on beyond the court. You know, it always cracks me up when people say, "Oh, you just coach?" And we just laugh because, yep, that's all we do. We just coach. What I love so much about what we've been able to build here is that OLLU Volleyball is known in San Antonio. And, you know, we were joking the other day, we have a t-shirt that we haven't changed, you know, in 7 years. And we give it out at camps, and we give it out at clinics, and we give it to recruits and things like that. And you can't go into a volleyball gym anywhere in San Antonio and not see OLLU volleyball shirts. And, you know, the community that we're building here through all the camps and the clinics and making this a hub for volleyball in the community is something we're really proud of. And then, you know, I think people don't realize how high a level the volleyball is until they come to a match, and then they're blown away. You know, we have a lot of kids on this team that could have played D1, and they chose to come here because of the culture in our gym and the culture of the school and the community. And we play a really fast, exciting style. And like I said, our ladies play in a way that is just fun to watch. You know, they're big smiles and they go crazy for each other, and our bench is nuts, and you know, it's just a really fun environment. And you know, especially on those Saturday night matches, and we get great crowds, and the gym gets loud, and it's a really fun experience. So I would absolutely encourage everybody, come out and check us out and just see what college volleyball is like here, and check out the level. And I think you might get hooked.